This Carpuride system has been on my Voge for over 3,000 miles, and that's long days, bad weather, trail riding, and my whole Land's End to John O'Groats ride. So with Portugal coming up in just over 7 weeks, naturally, I'm thinking about removing it. This is my Carpuride W602S Pro CarPlay nav unit. Quite a mouthful. And I've been using this just prior to Land's End to John O'Groats, all the way through my Land's End to John O'Groats ride, and it's my daily nav unit now if I'm going on the bike, doing trails. And it has been a very robust, very good unit. It's never not performed as I'd expect it to, so it has been a very good unit, and it is a very good unit. This is going to be hard to replace. So just before I went on my Land's End to John O'Groats ride, another company reached out and said, would I test their CarPlay nav system thing on my Voge? Now initially I said no to that because I don't really think I'm a very good reviewer, and I don't really think this is a review channel. This is, you know, about my riding on the Voge and making questionable decisions. They came back and said, you know, we'd really appreciate it if you do just an honest, you know, put it on your bike and tell us what you think. So this was the first of this type of system I'd ever had, and because it was so good, I wondered, why would I replace it? What's going to be the benefit of anything else? If it's going to be just another CarPlay screen that connects to to my phone, then what's really the point? But I've been holding out on this for a while. They have sent me the unit, and it's been on my desk whilst I've been trying to carve out some time to get to do this. So that is today. This is going to be not a deep dive review. It's going to be unbox, get it on the bike, take it for a ride, initial thoughts, and see if it's something that potentially could pass and make the grade for my ride to Portugal. Now that is a tough benchmark because the Carpuride has set the bar very high. So let's have a look at what potentially is taking the place of the Carpuride system. And I've got it down here on the floor. Oh, chopped my wedding ring. So here it is. This is the system I've been sent, and it's from a company called CarPlayMotorcycle.com. They sent me this for free, and they said, put it on the bike and test it, you can have the unit. So thank you very much for sending that out. So the thing that interested me with this system over the Carpuride is that it does the normal things. It's about the same screen size. I think it's 6.25 inches screen size. The 2.5 is important when it comes to inches. It does Apple CarPlay, you know, Android connectivity, and all that stuff we know that the other brands do very well. But this one has with it a front and rear facing 2K camera, and also has rear blind spot detection. Now that's something that was really intriguing to me because I think it's becoming more normal, and I think some bikes, maybe the Voge has it. I'm probably wrong, I normally am, but that's ringing a bell for some reason. Anyway, this system has with it front and rear facing 2K cameras, so much better than the camera the Voge has on it, which is only 1080p. So we get a nice upgraded camera, front and rear, but it also has blind spot detection on the rear. Now that works apparently up to 15 meters distance and at an angle of 140 degrees. So those two things are really what actually intrigued me about this system as opposed to some of the other ones that are on the market, and that's fundamentally the reason why I said yes to sending it out and having a look. Like I said, it's been with me for some time, and I'm definitely overdue getting this on the bike. So let's get it unboxed, have a look. Does that look like me and the Voge in Portugal maybe? Don't think so. Let's have a look, the CarPlayMotorcycle.com system. Right, yeah, nice, compact. Immediately I can see it doesn't have the sort of, where's the other one? Doesn't have the peak like the Carpuride does, so it does feel nice, to be fair. There's screws on the top, so I wonder if you can. I'll take it back. There is a peak in the box. How's that gonna look there? Yeah, fine. No, it hasn't. So The feature I really like about the Carpuride system is it's got pass-through charging. So on the back of it there's a little port you can open and plug a USB connector in, so you can charge your devices through the Carpuride system. This doesn't look like it's got that. Memory card, presumably that's for recording the footage. Yeah, plenty of those. Okay, wired or USB power options. I'm going to go with USB today just for speed, just so I can get it on and sort of connected and get out and about, so I'll keep that handy. Oh, it also comes with the tyre pressure sensors as well, the same as the Carpuride, so that's another good win. Right, these are the cameras. Doesn't say if one is front and one is back. Oh, there's a dot. Does that mean that's the top? How do I know which one's front? This is where I'm apprehensive, because we've got these mounts which clearly the cameras clip into, and then all we've got to connect them to the bike are these sort of sticky backed, sort of padded things. So I'm not sure if these are going to live up to trail riding in Portugal, certainly trail riding in the UK, so there's nothing to say which one's front and which one's back. Let me check. That's in Chinese. My Mandarin's not that good yet. Right, install camera, stick that on there, do that. Right, well let's get it wired in of a fashion. This is going to be a very messy install because I'm not going to hide wires or anything at this point. I'm just going to get it in. That's what she said. Let's get on with it. Let's get into that. Right, I have connected the main screen to the handlebars, all mounted up and everything. I've stuck these, I don't know if you're supposed to use the sticky things and the screws, but I didn't really want to put holes in the back here, but I think I might have to. So I'm going to give this a very mannish clean. That's done. Then the plan is put that kind of there. It can't sit central because it won't be flat, so it's going to have to be off center. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to begrudgingly put a self-tapping screw in there, which is going to be really ugly, but actually I'm going to skip the screws for today to get out and do a quick ride. I think that's all right. I think that's okay. Right, the front is the same deal, so I'll give this a proper man polish. Like that. This might be the first time I've cleaned this bit. That might be better. And then we can point it up. I've not got the finesse for this. I'm pretty impressed with that, to be honest. I'm not sure if I'll need those screws, which I'm quite pleased about. Right. Cameras on the front, cameras on the rear. The unit is mounted. This is probably not where I'd leave it, but it's mounted in the middle here. So we're going to plug in the power. Now there is an option to wire it in, but I've still got the mount for the Carpuride wired in, so I'm going to use the USB power for the time being. Now the Voge makes that very easy, like a lot of modern bikes. So that is color coded, I believe. Yes, red for power. I'm hoping this won't turn on because I want to sort of film the first switch on, but I'll just plug it into the USB here. So I think this one is the control unit, which I'm not going to put on today. So what I'll do is I'll just tidy that up another day. This is so ugly. Leave a note in the comment because this is really ugly, isn't it? Right, there is a F and an R on the F and a B. So on the cables from the actual unit, there's one that says F and B for front and back. Right, the back one's a little trickier because it's got to go all the way to the front. So, right, they do give you extensions to obviously make it reach, because unless you've got a very small bike, it's not going to reach. So, I'll tidy that up at some point. Hello, cat. Right, so what I've not done yet is put the control unit on, because honestly I don't want to stick anything else to the bike. And I haven't put on the tyre pressure sensors. Now these look to me to be exactly the same as the ones that came with the Carpuride unit, so I'm wondering if when we switch this on, it will actually just connect up and we'll be able to use the ones that are on the bike already. So let's switch it on and see what it looks like. There we go. So apologies, the audio is going to be a bit bad now. I want to see format SD. Okay, let's do that. So the memory card's in the right way around, which is good. Start recording. How do I... So that's the back, look at that. Alright. So how do we go to the front camera? Sorry about the noise. That's the front, and also sorry my garden is in absolute state at the moment. There we go. That is pretty good. Right, it's on, it's wired in-ish, well plugged in at least. I've got tied it up in cable, so I'll try and get to that, but yeah, let's tidy it up. Cameras look good to start with, quite impressed. So I'll tidy up all this mess, make these wires rideable, and yeah, I'll sling a leg over and we'll take it out and see what it's like. Right, we are out on the Voge with the CarPlay motorcycle, CarPlaying. I have done possibly the ugliest install ever. And I'm going to find somewhere to stop and pair this thing up. Righto. Let's have a look. Right, let's turn this off for a minute. Check the cameras are still there. Yep. Still on the back. And still on the front. That's good. So I've just pulled into this little lay-by here before I go for a bit of a ride, because I'm going to set up the CarPlay motorcycle unit here. It is possibly the ugliest install I have ever done, and it is definitely not a permanent fixture. You come around this side, you can see a beautiful bit of installation there, you know, really top level. So I'm going to set it up now. I'm going to try and connect it to my phone and get all that going. So the downside of that, I've got to have the engine running, so I'll do that. I'll get my Bluetooth connected off camera, and then I'll get it going, and then we'll head for a ride and see what the camera and see what the blind spot thing's like. I'm intrigued to try that. All right, well let's get it fired up. The reason I've got to do everything with the bike running is because I've just plugged it into the USB port and not wired it into the permanent live. So let's get that sorted. Get everything connected, see if I can connect my Cardo to it, and then head off for a little ride. Right, so we're all connected. Had to switch the bike off then for a moment, but let's switch back on, see if it comes back on and connects to CarPlay automatically, and then we'll go for a little ride. What I'm interested to see is if it if I'm on CarPlay, let's say I have Google Maps on, if the blind spot detection still works. So yeah, let's have a look. Go CarPlay, into that. Yeah, it's connected straight away. Got the green. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, connected. Right, let's go for a little ride through the town. Good. All right, let's go for a ride. See if anyone gets in a blind spot. I'm hoping the camera's getting this. Right, here we go. Here's a car going past now, so let's see if that picks that up on the screen. Yeah. So, I don't know, is that helpful or just a distraction? I wonder if it'll pick up this lady. Let's have a look. No, it does not pick up ladies. Yeah, is that helpful or is that just a bit of a pain? I don't know. I think if it was up here and it was going like red all the time, it's let me know someone's behind me, but so have my mirrors, so not quite sure. And now, because of all these cars parked here and that side of the street, it's just red all the time, so that kind of removes the effectiveness of it, doesn't it? You know, it's just sort of alerting me of everything, of things. I'm going to pull in front of this space, very scientific, test this. So I have got a car behind me. So there's a car directly behind me. There's a car off to my sort of rear right. And it is saying, watch out, there's things there. I don't know how helpful that is, because it's picking up stuff going the other way, which I don't need to know about. That is quite annoying as well, that it obscures the interface a bit. Let's put this to low. Right, I've switched the blind spot detection to low. You get 2 settings, or 3 settings technically, off, high and low. I've set it to low. It's no longer picking up the parked cars behind. Oh, no, there it is. So it kind of is, sort of isn't. Let's try this actually. Let's go down here between these parked cars. See what it picks up. Now, see, now it's not picking up anything. So it's gone from picking up everything to nothing at all. How useful is this? Let's get a bit closer. No, now it's picking up nothing at all. Let's get a bit closer. What about this big van? No. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping it would still pick up some things, but just not be as sensitive. Right, is it going to pick up any of these cars? No, it's picking up nothing now. It's just picking up absolutely nothing. Right, let's pull over and assess. Yeah, I don't love it. I mean, we'll ignore my absolutely awful install for a minute and we'll just focus on the unit itself. I mean, the cameras have stayed on, which is very good. So that double-sided sticky tape or whatever it is doing its job very well. Yeah, that's a shame, because I really wanted it. I really wanted to like it, and I really wanted the. Oh, goggles just fell down. The display itself has an awful lot going for it. It's a nice display. The brightness is good. Works okay with gloves. Connecting to my phone and CarPlay was very easy. Pretty straightforward. The instructions were crazy small on the screen, but once you found, You know, essentially once you found the unit on your phone, it connected up straight away. Cardo is connected, no worries there whatsoever. It doesn't have pass-through charging, which I know I sort of go on about, and it doesn't come off quickly. That's the other annoying thing. So if I was to go to a hotel or to a garage now and I wasn't sure about the area, I'd have to, you know, unconnect it there, disconnect these cameras. There's no quick way to disconnect it, which is a bit of a swing and a miss. The Carpuride is great. You just unclip it from its dock, put it in your pocket, and away you go. So yeah, but the Carpuride doesn't have front and rear facing cameras, but also so far, yeah, the sensitivity of the blind spot detection seems to be all or nothing. I can't draw a conclusion because this is just the first ride, but those are my immediate sort of out the gate thoughts. I say it's not a bad system. It feels very well made. I'm yet to be able to test how waterproof it is because it's been just so dry, as you can probably see in the UK. I mean, the cameras are very good. It has to be said, the cameras are very good. They're very clear. I'm just not sure how useful the blind spot detection is. You know, let's leave it there. Summarise, the install was very easy. Instructions were pretty useless. The unit is very nicely made. The quality seems very good. CarPlay very easy to connect. All your apps as per usual. It came with a 64GB memory card. Also great. You know, you don't have to get your own. It comes with it, which is, you know, really nice. I'm going to leave it on the Voge for a bit and do some more riding with it and see how it holds up. There we go. The CarPlay Motorcycle X6. Let me know your thoughts. Have you got one? Do you like it? How long have you had it? Is it still working? Did anything break? Yeah. In one of my future videos, I'm going to try and wheelie the Voge. And when I say wheelie, I mean just get the front end off the ground a little bit. Which I don't think is going to happen. But, you know, my friend has convinced me that I can do it. He said if I put it in first and give it a load of throttle, the front end will come up. So it must need more throttle than that. I said I'm not good enough and the bike's too heavy. He said that's rubbish. If you know how to wheelie a Voge, let me know. I can't do it, see? Okay, well there we go. That is the initial thoughts of the CarPlay motorcycle. Thank you very much as always for watching, and stay safe out there. Let's go get a coffee. Oh, let's go on my side of the road.